You stayed in your room while your father and cousins talked about protecting you. Both boys walk in from the second floor door. Slenderman wants to speak to you, Tim says. Can you tell him I'm busy right now? You ask, as you look up at them for a moment, then go back to painting. It's urgent, Brian says. You set down your paintbrush for a moment and look back up at them. I don't have the time. I'm trying to distract myself before I'm locked away for 2 days, waiting for Zago to leave this area. This isn't something to have a meeting about currently. They need your input on the matter. Where do you want to hide out waiting for this to be over? Is all they're asking, Tim says. Tell them I'm busy. I will go when I'm done. You snarl. Both boys turn to each other while you turn back around to start painting again. In a matter of moments, you're picked up by Brian and carried off upstairs to speak to Slenderman. You screamed and fought the whole way, making everyone in the mansion know you were going against your will. Brian sits you down in the chair in front of Slenderman. If she didn't want to come here, Splendor says, you didn't need to make her. Slenderman gave us orders. We swore to never disobey, Tim says. I told you to tell him I was busy. You two need to listen to me. Brian violently grabbed your arm and lifted you up. We never, Slenderman interrupts. I'm going to change that rule. She's allowed to give you orders unless they severely disobey my rules. If she was busy, you should have left her alone. Yes, sir, both say. Brian lets go of you, and you walk out. You go back down to your room and continue to paint for 5 hours. You look out the window to see it's dark out. Slenderman walks in as you begin to clean up. Beautiful work. This took you 7 hours to do? He asks. Yeah, I'll try to remake it once we move. I guess I shouldn't have painted it anyway. You say. That was another discussion we were going to talk about. We're going to build a new mansion. However, your new room that's here at this mansion will be taken off and added onto the new one. The new mansion will also be bigger, more room for more people, Slenderman says. Could more places be added for Tim and Brian, you ask? I could add 2 personal rooms in here for them. If they want privacy, they can have it. That could be done with the new mansion's built while the new mansion's being built. It could give them time to plan on how they want it to look. You say. I'll inform them later about it. Slenderman sits on the floor. Why don't you tell me where you want to hide tomorrow? Your father, myself, Splendor, or the boys could decide where you should go, but I'm offering that opportunity for you to pick. Where are you wanting me to go? What can Zago truly do? I've never been truly told. I propose the basement. Zago can do many things. Haunt people's dreams, terribly murder people. He can't do what most people say he can do. He won't kill you. He'll use you until the very end, though, Slenderman says. Will I die if he gets his hands on me, you ask? Not exactly. You'll be safe if you stay under my care. You sit in your bed and think for a moment. Should you truly fight Zalgo or hide away like a coward? Is it coward-like to hide away from him? Never. Your father just doesn't want you to fight him yet. I don't care what you do exactly. That's why I'm letting you decide your fate. You sigh. I'm going to fight him, if needed. I need to do it. I have to do it. For you, for this mansion, for myself. He's hurt so many people. This can't go on any longer. I'll let your father know. This will end tomorrow. He stands up and leaves. I just have to hope my father agrees with my decision. You grab the remote and turn off the lights. And lay down. Let's hope I win. You close your eyes and pray that you'll win. Slenderman will be burned. You wake up to the sun in your face. You sit up as your father opens the door. I wanted to talk to you last night, but you were asleep. Sorry, it'd gotten pretty late and I needed the rest. Slenderman's half right, you know. I wanted you to make the decision as well. I understand your reasoning. Thank you. Is Zalgo near yet? You ask? No. Then we'll wait for him near the border. It will give us time to prepare. He leaves your door open when he leaves. You quickly grab new clothes and change. As you're leaving your room, you turn back to look for what feels to be the last time. However, part of you knows it won't be the last you see of this room. You get out to the living room and see a small squad of people. Thanks, Slenderman? I just need about half of them, you say, confused. Nonsense. Almost everyone wanted to go. I needed some of them to stay alive. These people are ready to go with you. They're willing to die for you. I can't stop them. The group contained 3 proxies: Jeff, Eyeless Jack, Jane, and Clockwork. I'm honored. However, your lives are worth more than mine. This is a battle us Slenders have to fight. I'm finally going to fight my biggest demon today. Slenderman needs you all alive. Doesn't matter. You matter to us, Hoodie says. Thanks for the gesture. This is kind of my battle to fight. I've needed to do this since I left Zalgo's home. This is a battle Slenderman's followers shouldn't fight, you say. Thank God. I'm just going to give you my hatchets and go back to my room, Toby says as he walks by you. He hands you his hatchets before Masky grabbed him. Please follow what Toby's doing. I don't need help. I need support. Jeff throws his knife past your head. Your lover boys convinced us you're getting the help. As I said, I don't need help. Go back to your lives. I'm all set. Eyeless Jack goes to his room, and Jane follows, going to hers. I'm going to take Toby, Clockwork says, and keep him in line for the whole day. It was just Hoodie, Masky, and Jeff. Jeff, there's new knives for you. You can have them if you walk away right now. Deal. He runs to his room. And then there were 2. Please. She just wants you 2 to be safe. Remember what I said yesterday? He has a point, Brian, Tim says, as he takes off his mask. I don't care. She needs our help. Not from human proxies. I've trained enough. Sure, it's been a while, but I remember everything I was taught. That doesn't matter. You still might need us, Brian says. I'll be okay. Your lives are more important. Zoggle will never meet his end unless I make it happen. Even if I die doing it. He will no longer hurt people. People like me. I will never be able to find proxies as great as you two. If she's asking you two to stay alive, you will stay back. You will follow her order. Yes, sir, Brian says. Thank you. Now I'll yell at Jeff later for leaving a hole in my wall. Please be safe, Slender says. I will. You walk out the front door and meet up with your father and uncle. We ready to hit the road and find Zoggo? He asks. As ready as I can be.